Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so I had a question from one of our community members from the Seller Hub, and the question was, how do you get back in the saddle? Because I have not done a show in over 2 months. All right, I got you, girl. Here we go. So the first thing I would do is first decide, how often do you want to do your live shows? Okay, do you want to just go live once a week, twice a week, 3 times? A whole every day, right? Whatever it is, okay, you decide what's going to fit for your schedule. And then whatever that amount of time is, you're going to go ahead and at least schedule the first 3 shows. So if you decide that you only want to do once a week, you're going to schedule your next 3 shows. So that's the next 3 weeks, okay? If you decide you want to do 3 shows a week, you're going to schedule your next 3 shows, whatever it's going to be. It doesn't matter the date, doesn't matter the time. Just throw up some schedules, okay? Just 3 shows. What that's going to do is going to let your followers that you already have know that you're back and that you're ready to do some live selling, okay? So that's one trigger there. It also is going to allow them, if they do see that you have some shows scheduled, that they'll bookmark the show, okay? And the last thing about scheduling a show actually allows you to be held accountable, right? If you see that you throw the schedule, your schedule shows up and you see people start bookmarking, guess what? You almost feel obligated, like, oh man, now I gotta have the show. So it kind of, it makes you, puts a little bit of pressure on you to get back into the saddle, right? It gives you something to look forward to versus if you just keep it in your mind and you never actually put the schedule out there, it never really comes, right? So putting that schedule out is the first step to just getting the groove back and being a live stream seller, okay? I would also, once you do that, right, that's the first step. Once you get past that, then I would start figuring out, okay, well, what are the items that I'm offering? Are you going to be selling the exact same things you were selling before? Are you switching up? Like whatever it is that you've decided to do, okay? Now go ahead and just put some of those items in your buy it now in your store, okay? Maybe 5 to 10 items, doesn't have to be a lot, but just a couple of items. So that way, whether they are new followers, right, or they've been following you already, it's almost giving them a chance to window shop your store for what's to come, right? So just give them a little taste of these are some things that I'm going to be selling that's going to be available. Again, doesn't have to be your entire store, just a couple. You can do your entire store if you'd like, okay? That definitely shows variety. The more that you have, the better. But if you're just you're just starting back out, there shouldn't be this big pressure to list a whole bunch of things because you're going to be live selling and selling online, right? Selling live. So the pressure is more of just showing up the day that you're going to have your scheduled show. So don't put that much pressure on listing a whole bunch of things, but still list some things. So that way you're giving your audience a chance to know what to expect. And once they know what to expect, guess what? They'll probably bookmark. You'll see more bookmarks when you do that. What's another thing that I would say to do? The other thing I would say to do now that you're back, okay, once you have those shows that are scheduled, take your first one, okay, and you're gonna go in your show, and there's a share link. There's a share button. You're gonna click that share link, and you're gonna go and share that link wherever you can. You can share it to your friends, your family. If you got text messages, share it in there. You can share it in email, but share it on your social media and make a post, something like, "Hey guys, I'm back, and I'm gonna have another show coming up here soon." If you are not sure what your schedule, date, and time is going to be, if it's not set in stone, you just have it up, right? But you're not sure if you're going to commit to that date. Don't give them a date in the post. Just say something more of the lines like, click on the link to bookmark my upcoming show. That's it. But if you know for a fact that that's exactly the date and the time that you're going to do, then go ahead and promote that, because that's also going to give your audience, the person who's going to see that, like, I am going to be available that time, so I'll do that, right? Giving them a little bit more details is better than being vague, but at the same time, getting those bookmarks are very important. So don't just, not say or not post the link because you don't know when you're going to go live. It doesn't, the date and time can be changed on your end. It's just, we need to get the invites out. Think of it like a birthday party or some type of party, some type of event, right? You're going to have this event, the countdown to your event's going to happen. We need to get the invites out there. And that's you sharing the link to whoever. So get the invites out. You might even say the date and time might change. You can be transparent with your audience. Date and time might change, but I just wanted to make sure that you have the link so you don't miss out on my first show. So go bookmark it, right? That's the vibe that you should be posting right now. So those are a couple things that I would do now that you are jumping back in the saddle, friend. And if you have any other questions, make sure to leave them in the comments, guys. I try my best to answer every comment that comes by, and I might just make one of your questions a future video. So if you enjoy this content and you are learning, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. I truly appreciate your support. All right, friend, I'll be back with more seller advice very soon. I'll see you in the next one.